Yes, yes, y'all. What's up? This is Jay Dizzle. And I'm gonna tell you like this, y'all. I typically don't like wasting my time just to bang on bitch ass niggas like this. However, sometimes you have no choice because these niggas, it's not just that they're just some bitch ass niggas, it's that they become detrimental to anyone who may give them, like as people keep on, like as we start to arise and get consciousness and we want to get some righteous direction. A lot of people came from gangbanging, selling drugs, whatever the case may be, and trying to tap in to some righteousness, trying to tap into something that would elevate self, that would educate self, that would put people on new levels. And we always have what I call agents. See, I don't really care if you're actually getting a check from the government or not. That does not define what an agent is to me. An agent is someone who purposely goes against the grain, who purposely does the work for our enemies to undermine, character assassinate, disrupt the activities of those of us who are trying to get on some type of code, some type of national code amongst ourselves. So when you have a Taharka Gay, Ashburger Bay, we'll call him Ashburger Bay because I know he got Tourette's or he's autistic or something like that. The dude is a weirdo. He's a spastic, and like I said before, everything he does is projection. See, what this nigga does is he projects all of his insecurities on everyone else. All of his shenanigans, his drug problem, his homosexuality, his hatred for women, the fact that he's not being who he says he is, he projects that on everyone else. He'll attack your wife, he attacks everyone who's ever been on his show. He turns around and attacks. He attacks people's family, dead or alive. But then he'll flag your video if you respond to him. That's bitch ass shit. Because he doesn't want to see anybody with their hands. Plenty of people's already said, yo, let's just go ahead and shoot the fade. Let's shoot the fair one. And he declines every time. But he talks all that tough talk. Oh, I'm from Baltimore, dude. And all this kind of shit. This nigga, listen, man. I know people in Baltimore. You don't want to see any of these niggas for real, for real. You don't. And that's okay. But all that tough talk while you're hiding behind a microphone with your crooked ass pictures. Look at these crooked ass motherfucking pictures in the background of his shit. Look at that shit. But that just lets you see this is how spastic he is. He can't even line up his fucking pictures not to be crooked when he has a linear line on his wall that he could just line up the fucking pictures. Don't you know you can just do that? You fucking autistic son of a bitch. By the way, I heard that his mom is sucking dick or was sucking all kinds of white boys' dicks for crack. And that's probably why you have the mental problems that you have that you passed on to your own children who are going Facebook Live, popping pills, drinking, smoking weed. Now, I get it. Like, a lot of kids do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a daughter, and she's asked me about smoking weed before. I get it. But you're on here telling everybody how righteous you are and critiquing other people on how they raise their children. But you have children, multiple DVs, drug charges, on the run, being a menace to society as you get on YouTube every night telling the world about how much you don't like Infact, how much you don't like Inky, how much you don't like Sonetta, how much you don't like Polite, how much you don't like Dr. Umar Johnson. Every black person or organization you have a problem with because they're not righteous enough for you. But let's look at your own life. The receipts already been shown. Shout out to the research ninja. Shout out to Taharka Bey, a.k.a. Taharka Peepin' Bay, a.k.a. let me see, Kombucha Bay. Shout out to her. Shout out to Onslaught Multimedia 2. See, we dropped some receipts thanks to the Research Ninja. So we dropped the receipts. We showed you all the scams, all the things that he says that he's trying to protect the community from is exactly what he does. He done scammed his own Moorish people out of 25 racks. And then shit on them afterwards. Flipped the building. He took donations for this Moorish village. Flipped it into 25 racks. Disappeared, or the money disappeared, and he ain't done nothing. Then he still wanted your donations for a van, so he can go out and hate some more. This is the bitch ass shit this nigga does. But check this out. Let's just go ahead and hear from his own words, because it's crazy. Like if you listen to Taharka Bey, like I said before, it's projection, and he's gonna snitch on himself every time. You just have to be paying attention. Because everything that he's saying that everybody else does, which is why he has to do this hardcore research, is the shit that he does. It's the exact same shit he does. Look, he calls himself a Grand Sheik. What is a Grand Sheik of the Moorish Science Temple if it's not supposed to be a teacher of Moorish science? When is the last time you heard him speak or teach on Moorish science? Like, with all the bullshit that he does, you would think he would have enough respect for Prophet Noble Juali that he would at least take that shit down when he's doing his goofy shit. He would at least maybe take the flag and put it to the side while you're doing the goofy shit. It would seem like you wouldn't want an association with your Moorish flag, whatever degree or certificate that is in the background. The Prophet Noble Juali, this is your prophet, not mine. I don't fuck with Noble Juali. But I have enough respect, just because enough people do, that if I was going to do some goofy shit, I surely wouldn't have him, or Marcus Garvey, or Elijah Muhammad in the background while I'm doing goofy ass shit, knowing all I'm doing is trolling. See, but he doesn't have any sense of real integrity or morality. This Negro wants to go off showing other people's wives' pictures. That's what this nigga's about. He wants to show Shanetta's wife's pictures and videos. He's doing research to gather that shit up. All the shit going on in the world, all the things he could be teaching, all the real things that he could be discussing that could actually be productive. He's not about that, though. He wants to dig up pictures and videos of somebody else's wife. Check this out.
My thing is stop trying to portray yourself as for something that you're not.
He said, stop trying to portray yourself as something that you're not. This is what this Negro is saying? Okay.
That's my whole thing. I mean, be whoever you want to be. But don't try to front and try to sell people into something that you are really not.
First of all, two things about that. Number one, if she's married and she has a support system and a family and she's doing her thing, why do you give a fuck? Second of all, you're talking about portraying something that you're not. Everybody knows the truth. They know about your Grand Sheik degree. You couldn't even get it in the city that you're at in Baltimore because they don't fuck with you like that. Because you already done ripped them off for 25 racks. But no, you had to go to your master teacher who is a known pedophile homosexual. And you had to pay him money and or ass to get your Grand Sheik, whatever, that no one really respects. You think I don't know? You think the receipts ain't out there? They're out there, homie. Don't get it twisted.
Oh yeah, so I'll show this one first. I'm gonna go through my videos real quick.
So look at this dude is going through videos, right? This dude is going through videos just to try to ridicule a sister. Who get like who really cares if she was sharing private, if she was sharing naked pictures and videos? Who cares? Who cares? Negro, your sons are popping pills, going live with Moorish paraphernalia on. You got your son out there representing Moors, popping pills, smoking weed. And another one that was on the run, all this crazy shit going on. Breaking out of reformatory schools. So they already had to go to a school for badass kids. And then they're assaulting teachers and staff there and being on the run. You literally have kids that are a fucking menace to society, that are actually terrorizing the community. And you have time to be on YouTube talking about who you don't like for doing the same shit that you do. Something mental with this dude, man. Real shit. Like what have your children been through that they have to pop pills, drink, smoke weed at a young age? What have they seen you do? How much abuse have they seen? Because we know that you have at least 20 DV cases on your record. We've seen them. Child abuse cases on your record. We've seen them. So what have they witnessed and experienced? This is not no cap. But very reliable sources have indicated that Taharka Bey was anally molested by his father. And a lot of times the way that goes is those who hurt. So I'm wondering, what is your children really hiding and trying to escape from? That they're doing these things. Did you put them through what your father put you through? Because you're talking about make a better you. Are you doing that? You're not. Let's see some receipts. Now this video right here, this is from Taharka Bey, aka Kombucha Bey, aka Peepin' Bey. Dope channel. Sarnetta must have caught the channel and he started using some of the videos from a show that me, her did on Onslaught Media too. So we're just gonna show a couple, just a little bit.
Don't say that.
This is your son, Taharka Bey.
Look at this nigga. Taharka worrying about everybody else. And look at his son. I know you want this for life. Taking pictures with all my eyes. And not, you definitely did say one pill ain't gonna do shit for me. What you give me? What are you doing?
Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
You said one pill ain't gonna do it for me.
Y'all heard that? Listen.
That's what I heard that too. I ain't hear that the first time. I'm in shock too.
That's what I thought he said. And it's funny because look at this comment.
You sound mad. What? Oh, it's a. I can't see the.
No, on
like, it's almost like this. I'm not here to go in against on your kids. I'm not attacking kids. I'm not attacking women. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying that for the person who claims they're so righteous and they got their shit together so much that they could judge everybody else. You went in on Inky because his ex is disgruntled and pissed, but he has his children. Look, let me show you something. Blackistand Radio. Okay, so I know you know who I am, Taharka, because we've had it out before, and you've been promoting in my group, Blackistand Radio, as recently as December 17th, less than a month ago. You be promoting your shit in my group. You've been doing that for years. Now check this out. This is Blackistand Radio, and I'm only saying this, you know what I'm saying, because I'm just gonna show you something. Because as long as I've known Inky, and as you can see, I've been banging on these Moors like Cannon Bay. Dr. Umar's been on. Sean Quali has been on. Knowledge Born Allah has been on. MelanatedPeople.net, which is a social media site for us that I've been helping promoting and creating since at least 5 years ago, as you can see. Minister Inky, 5 years ago. Now, as long as I've known Minister Inky, and I've interviewed him several times, we've had conversations on the phone. One thing I do know is he always had his children around, because the conversations that we would have on Blackistand Radio would always lead to children. And we would be speaking about different things about, like, okay, if we should let them celebrate different holidays, blah, blah, blah. Is it too woke to not let them, and let them really socialize in society without being outcast or whatnot, and having that balance and all these kind of things. So I know that he has had his children at least probably the last 5 years. So you may have found, which is what you do, someone who is mad at him. This is because this is what agents do, right? This is like straight out of Gay Edgar Hoover's playbook. Find a disgruntled ex that can drop dirt on your subject. They did this to MLK. They tried to do this to Malcolm X. They've done it to pretty much every major person. This is what they do when they're attacking them. So this is something that also Taharka Bey has done. He's done it to Malik Zulu Shabazz. He has some bat crazy chick claiming to be Tupac's daughter talking shit about Malik Zulu Shabazz on Facebook. That was enough for him to use that footage to make a whole video about Malik Zulu Shabazz just after he had Malik Zulu Shabazz on the show maybe a month or two before that. He did the same thing with the Umar Johnson. Go in on Umar Johnson, bring up his personal relationships with women, but then when Umar Johnson's in Baltimore, you're down there trying to get an autographed book from dude. Clown shit. Pussy shit. You didn't have no smoke then. It was all goofy smiles and laughs then. But you have the nerves to go in on people about their personal life. But when they hit you back, what do you want to do? You want to flag their video channels like a bitch. See, you've been promoting in my shit and you know I don't fuck with you. This is just one of my groups that you promote in. Just one. Just one. You promote in a lot of my groups on Facebook. The reason why you don't know, you may not know they're my groups, because I don't flag you. I don't take down your shit. I don't block you from promoting. I don't block anybody from promoting. Do what you do. I don't have to agree with it. But bitch ass niggas, they have to control the narrative. That's why anytime I put comments on any of his little videos, he always erases them and or blocks me. Because he has to control the narrative. Because if you put some real shit in there that would expose him, he knows his base will start looking at him funny. But I'm going to tell you something, Taharka. Your base is going to go against you regardless. You don't have what it takes to hold them because you're fake. And the light will always come and shine on the fake. And like a rat or like a roach that you are, you have to scatter and disperse when the light is being shined on you. This is why anyone who's really affiliated with Moors, see, you give Moors people a bad name. This is why so many years I would bang on Moors. It was because Moors like you. Not practical, superficial, lying ass bays like you, the dirty Moors who really hate themselves, who really wish you was anything but black. Goofy ass shit. So here is someone, okay, so this is actually part of the video, like I said before, that me, the Research Ninja, or Taharka Bey, aka Kombucha Bey, and the brother DP from Onslaught Media 2 did a week or so ago. And Roy Bey came on, and this is what Roy Bey had to say about him. Now, this is somebody who actually knows him.
O'clock in the morning. Then he got on his screen months later, how he's tracking down gay white men. As I said before, some of them white boys then bent them over and gave Taharka Bey those buckshots, man. They went all up in that boy's rectum.
Yeah.
That's why he's all messed up. They went all up in that boy's rectum.
Yeah.
That's why he's all messed up. And gave Taharka Bey those buckshots, man. They went all up in that boy's rectum.
Yeah.
That's why he's all messed up. They went all up in that boy's rectum, man. I mean, they literally used their male organs to do a sexual surgical procedure on his butthole.
Wait,
this is crazy.
You're saying literally. You ain't capping.
Man, brother, the man's a homo, literally.
Look, I used to call Taharka Bey Taharka Gay, Bucci Bey, Bussy Bey, only because of his bitch assness. I didn't know that he literally was a homosexual. Didn't know that. I just figured like the way he's acting is kind of suspect. It's kind of weird. It's different. Then I'm hearing about the molestation shit, and that's not his fault, so I'm not going to make fun of him for that. But I mean, if it happened, that's a damaging, traumatic experience. And if you haven't got over it, you probably pass it down to your children, because that's typically what pedophiles do. But receipts are coming out. Like you're sending gay pictures to people. You have a gay master teacher. Just saying. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in these days and times, I mean, you can come out to be the first gay Moorish dude and probably make something out of yourself with that. But like you said, be who you really are. Remember that?
I'm just saying. My thing is stop trying to portray yourself as for something that you're not.
Yeah.
That's my whole.
That's a good idea,
Be
Taharka.
whoever you want to be.
Be who you want to
Don't
be. That's right. Be who you want to be, man. Just quit trying to portray shit that you're really not. That's all. Quit trying to portray something that you're really not. Let me see what I was going to do here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you're listening. I know that you feel like you have to protect your brand. I mean, like, you're the same person who says you're going to build a Moorish village. You're going to build a whole village for the Moors to domicile in, to express their greatness. But instead, what you did is you scammed them out of 25 racks, right? You raised 6,000 to buy a building that you ended up selling for 25,000. You didn't do what you said you're going to do with the money, kept it for yourself. Then you raised more money to get a website popping so that you can do the egregious shit that YouTube won't let you. And you set the whole website off with showing pictures of someone else's girlfriend naked, someone else's wife naked. You basically started your website off with pornography, revenge porn at that, because you're using those videos and pictures without permission, only to slander. That's called revenge porn. That is actually an illegal and immoral act. Something that should be below someone who calls himself a grand sheik. You would think. Meanwhile, as you're going in on other people's relationships, the woman you call wife, who your own Moorish brothers wouldn't marry you guys, why? Oh, because she's already married and she never got divorced. Oh, because she's still in love with her ex to this day and still on social media with him. And you're the bitch ass nigga that would put up for that kind of shit. But you want to ridicule someone as if like your wife hasn't sent, excuse me, not your wife, your girl, your man, because you're the bitch in the relationship, obviously. She got you going out and getting autographs from niggas that you don't even like. Imagine that, nigga. You went and got an autograph, begged Umar Johnson for an autograph just a month after you were talking shit about him on videos because your wife wanted his autograph. So as you're sitting there hating these niggas, your wife wants to fuck with these niggas. Still married. But you're calling her your wife. Cut it out. Bitch ass nigga. Cut it out. Be who you want to be, though. But since you got so much smoke, the smoke is coming back. See, niggas like you remind me of niggas like Young Pharaoh. Had a nice little following till he got exposed. Till he got exposed for who he really fucking was. Don't really want that smoke. Talk a real good talk, though. Real greasy. Going against, as long as they're going against our people, they can get traction because the algorithm's going to help them with that. But when it really comes to what they can teach and what they can bring to the table, got nothing. Bitch ass niggas. That's the same fold that you're in. Because everyone that you go in on, let's look at your channel real quick.
What other YouTube?
And first of all, you can't rap. Your rap's trash, nigga. The only reason why you're gonna be the more they remember because you're the fucking gay ass Moor who went against the grain, and even the Moors don't like. Not because you're exposing them, because if you're exposing the Moors and you are a Moor and been a Moor, that means you're used to being with motherfuckers who aren't worthy, who don't have integrity. By what you're saying, because you're exposing the Moors, but you claim to be a Moor. You came up with these cats. The same fold. Moor Science Temple. So if they ain't shit, you can't be shit if you come from that. The same people you expose on your channel are the same people who you've either had on their show, been on their show, chummed it up, rubbed shoulders with literally on 125th Street for years. That's the only reason I even know you exist is because of Sonetta. So if Sonetta ain't shit, and if everybody in the House of Consciousness ain't shit, and Inky ain't shit, Malik Zulu Sabaz ain't shit, In Fact ain't shit, nobody's shit. But most of these cats are the same cats that you was rubbing shoulders with for years. How do you continue to affiliate and associate for years with the organization, the MST, the House of Consciousness, and all these cats who you begged to be on your show, and who you got giddy and gushed over, crushed on when they would mention your name or come on your show, just to turn around and throw them under the bus, implies that obviously birds of a feather. So if they ain't shit, well, what was the attraction from you to them and them to you for so many years? That's what I'm wondering. And since all these organizations ain't shit, what are you doing? What are you doing as an alternative? The NOI ain't shit. In Fact ain't shit. Huey P. Newton Gun Club ain't shit. New Black Panther Party ain't shit. HOK ain't shit. Nobody's shit. But you don't have any alternatives except for come to my website where I'm going to illegally show you pictures of some naked chick. Because to me, that's a big deal. Right, Taharka? That's a big deal for you. Some naked pictures and videos. Like, who cares? Who cares? What does that mean? But all these cats you go against are the same cats whose dick you was riding for years. No teaching of nothing on your channel. Even when people be on your channel asking like, hey man, when are you going to start teaching more science? Oh, this is more teachings right here. This is more science. This is more science right here. Huh? This is more science. Rest in peace, Sonetta and Black News. That's more science. Uma York smashes Leah and Jacob York. Sunday TV. That's more science. This is more science. Polite's cryptic message. Underage. This is more science to you. Huh? You're obsessed with niggas. You're obsessed with niggas. This is more science. Huh? Oh, we got to talk about this one right here. We got to talk about this one right here. Because see, this one right here, the vicious attack on original Black Panther. This is one that I meant to do for a minute here. We're going to end it with this one, though. So this right here, he says Malik ordered him to be killed. This is part of his anti-Malik campaign. Now, let me tell you guys something about this because I have intimate knowledge about this particular situation. So this vicious attack on the original Black Panther that Taharka Bey wanted to bring up 5 years later. Let me just give you a quick rundown of what happened in this particular situation. Because yes, there was an original Panther that was beat the fuck down as he deserved to be. And Malik Zulu Shabazz was there. He did not order the hit. He did not order him to be killed. He said, get him out of here. Now, I got a video that I just recently found that me and some comrades that were actually at this event in Atlanta 2015 did a video about what really happened on that day. And I'm just going to give you a little bit of the sauce. And of course, we didn't want to make this a public thing because there's really no win for us out of it. It wasn't something that we're necessarily proud of, but it was something that had to be done. So 2015 Atlanta, August the 8th, there was a New Black Panther Party National Summit where there were original Panthers there from Fred Hampton's fold. Umar Johnson was there. Baba, man, a lot of elders great elders were in the building. Mikasa Ricks were in the building. And what this was a celebration for 3 days where we just connected with the community, did some teaching. It was a great day, or great weekend for Black unity, because it didn't matter how old you are, didn't matter what, if you were called yourself a Moor or Israelite or whatever the case may be, a Panther, whatever, you were invited and have a good time. So what happened is, well, look, first we got to take it back a little bit further than that. We got to take it back to when there was protest over the Confederate flags, if you guys remember, in South Carolina. So South Carolina, they were protesting the Confederate flags. I believe this was sometime around the Dylan Roof situation, if I'm not mistaken. And Panthers were there. A lot of RBG people from South Carolina was at the state capitol there. And on the other side of the building, there was a KKK rally. Now, I remember this because on Black I Stand Radio, a sister by the name of Nisi X, you guys probably know of her, Nisi X, and another sister named India Asada X, and a brother, Leon, if I remember correctly. No, as Uriah. Were all on my show promoting the event, and I raised some money to give them to go down to that particular event. Now, what happened at that event was, of course, if you have the KKK and KKK sympathizers on one side of a building, New Black Panther Party and RBGs on the other side of the building, there's probably going to be a clash. Well, there was a clash. And if you look on YouTube, you could look and see the clash. And what happened is the KKK and their sympathizers got beat the fuck down that day, took an L. So it was all over the news. Fox News covered it. And they referred to the New Black Panther Party as Black Panther Party, which original Panther Waleed Daruba took offense to. So he called the Fox News channel and told them, hey, that's not the Black Panther Party. That's the New Black Panther Party. They're anti-white, violent haters and blah, 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 blah. Don't use our name with affiliation with them again. So he was mad about that. He was mad because some KKKs got their ass kicked. Now, yes, he's an original Panther. We respect that. But come to find out, even the original Panthers don't really fuck with dude anymore. But that doesn't take away anything that he did. Respect that. But as a result of that altercation that happened in South Carolina, he started a vlog post. And this is all receipts. There's all receipts. And I'll put the video in my video playlist. But I've already went through this with people who were actually there. Okay. So what is that? Waleed Daruba did is he started a blog post to recruit people to disrupt. It was called Operation Shut 'Em Down. And his goal was to recruit people to go to Atlanta, because when that thing happened in South Carolina, the Atlanta thing was just a couple months later. So he recruited people to go down to Atlanta to disrupt that as an organized protest against the New Black Panther Party. I guess because he doesn't like the fact that some KKK got their ass beat in South Carolina. So he recruited people. One of the people he recruited was one of the New Black Panther Party's ex-regional, I want to say Southwest or Southeast regional commanders. So they went down to Atlanta. They sat in wait for 2 days. And on the third day, they disrupted one of the proceedings. And they actually attacked one of the New Black Panther Party members with a baton. And it erupted in pandemonium and chaos. And at the end of that chaos, those who encroached on the New Black Panther Party were literally drugged out in the fucking streets unconscious. Because you don't run up on no damn New Black Panther Party members with the smoke and not expect anything different. And that's what happened. They attacked. Listen, their phones were confiscated. I'm going to post the video. I think I'm the only one who done a video on this situation because it didn't make sense for us to do a video, because as Panthers, we're not going to look good if we have to beat up a new original Panther, even if they're in the wrong. It's not a win-win situation. It's a lose-lose situation. But it is what it is. Because if anybody would have encroached on the Black Panther Party And it goes to show this, the fact that no other original Panthers, and I know several of them personally, none of them backed him in this move. None of them. That goes to show something. He had to recruit a bunch of Rudy Poot rejects to attack a new Black Panther Party event, get their ass beat down. So this was years ago, but anyway, the point is, Taharka Bey, of course, looking for any kind of dirt and not knowing what's really going on, he used that as a way to attack Malik Zulu Shabazz. But the long story short is, Malik Zulu Shabazz never ordered him to be killed. It is on video, and I have the video receipts. He said, get him out of here. He never, ever said kill him. In fact, after he said get him out of here, the comrades got him off the stage because it looked like a setup. It looked like some Malcolm X who hands in my pocket shit. So they got him off the fucking stage. And then when their guys attacked, they got beat the fuck down and drugged the fuck out as they were supposed to. It is what it is. Don't run up with the smoke. Niggas train. Niggas got hands. Niggas can use them things. That's not a flex. It's just like basic. What would you think in an organized militia? The fuck out of here. So, because Taharka Bey is so gung-ho on attacking anything black, anything progressive, he resurrected this old lie just to get at Malik Zulu Shabazz. And I got receipts on that. And that's in part. And then he started attacking people, some of my comrades, people who I know for real, who I know their character, I know their work, I know them personally and their families. And this dude is going in against them as if they're not really doing things in the community. But all he's doing is sitting down in front of some crooked ass pictures talking this shit. Matter of fact, let me see something.
This is not an attack video.
Hold up. Of course, none of them are attack videos, right? Let me see if I can find something else real quick around that same time, because he actually was showing a video, as I already stated, of a chick who claimed to be Tupac's daughter, who was mad at Malik Zulu Shabazz because he fucked her and didn't fuck her again, or whatever the case, whatever she was talking about, whatever. Doesn't matter. That's people's personal relationship shit, though. You know what I'm saying? But to him, that gets him off. Here we go. There he goes, attacking more people. Look at this is when he was going on this Malik shit. Malik here, Malik there, Malik there. Because this is what he does. This like none of this is helpful. But all it's really doing is showing his weaknesses. Because everything attacks people for is what he does. He just wants to be the only one who gets away with it. He scams. He lies. He's immoral. He beats on women. He steals. He neglects his children to the point to where they're on the run and popping pills trying to escape from the pain that he probably gave them by beating their mamas in front of them. And who knows if he did any sexual exploitations of these children. I don't know. But it's on the table. If it happened to him, it's on the table. If his master teacher is a homosexual, it's on the table. If he's a homosexual, it's on the table. Because the way he's attacking others for these type of things, I would think, I don't know. I'm just saying. You're throwing stones from a glass house. But anyway, that's it. That's all I want to say, you guys. Anyway, so make sure you check out Onslaught Media 2. It's a dope channel. Make sure you subscribe to this. A lot of receipts. And definitely check out this channel right here. Nope. Yeah, check out that channel. That's my channel. But check out this channel. And by the way, I think Taharka Bey even had my last channel taken down years ago. But anyway, who cares? You know what I'm saying? I ain't really tripping like that. But here we go. Make sure you subscribe to this channel as well. Taharka Bey, a.k.a. Kombucha Bey, a.k.a. Peepin' Bey. Lots of receipts. Like, you really, really want to see the real receipts. Like, for all y'all who think that Taharka Bey is really on some real shit, check this channel out. There's receipts. See, here's the thing about Taharka Bey. He snitches on himself constantly. He's such a spastic that when he's just blah, 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 he's telling on himself. And all the different things he says he's against always comes out. There's paperwork. You know, the Moors be saying paperwork. Yeah, there's paperwork that will validate everything that I'm saying. All the receipts are there. How much money he has stole from the people, the things that he said that were lies. It's all there. Receipts. Invoices. Anyway, Jay Dizzle, y'all. I'm out.